Hello everyone, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. And of course our wolf is pooping. That's fine. That's fine. Just keeping it real for us, are you, Natasha? Making sure we know our duties here as zookeepers of the zoo, eh? Eh? But hello everyone and welcome back to our Planet Zoo Blue Ridge Mountains Challenge Park in the Jamison Wildlife Park, where we're actually currently working on the challenge, which you're supposed to complete in an hour, and instead 6 hours in we're still working on everything. But you know what, we're having a good time, and now we're going to be working on adding in the last of the 12 different animal habitat animals that we need in this beautiful park that I have been so happy to work with. You guys, it has been such a delight to discover so many of the new North American animals, like our adorable precious little prairie dogs, our precious prairie dogs, and our beavers. Oh my word, of course, I love our beavers. I cannot wait to make a more permanent zoo where we're going to be able to watch our beaver colony thrive as they have little family members, and maybe we'll build additional dams for them. We also have our two grizzly bears who are doing quite well with their cub. Wyatt is hanging out over here, and somewhere around him is Symington, which is just such an amazing name for a grizzly bear, isn't it? And look at how cute he is. Oh my word, he's actually ridiculously cute. Look at you, little one. This is why people make teddy bears, even though in reality you're actually quite dangerous to handle. Yes, you don't really want to snuggle an actual grizzly bear, but oh my goodness, they are pretty cute as babies, aren't they? But all right, so in the acknowledgement that at some point we are going to have to complete this challenge and finally earn the fantastic statue that we will get as a result, we should probably get a move on. And last time I said we were going to put another bear over in this habitat, I believe. But let's see what other animals might be available in the trading center that we don't currently have in our zoo. We have American alligators, we have bison, we have the beautiful Arctic foxes. I do not have a tapir. That might be kind of fun. I kind of like tapir, and it would be kind of fun to have something a little bit more exotic. Just saying, I do love tapir. They have the cutest babies! Just look at that! The Bard's tapir is an endangered mammal native to the woodlands of Central America. It's one of 5 species of tapir, 4 of which live in Central and or South America. Males and females are similar sizes, although females are slightly larger and have a dark brown to black coat, as well as a pale chin and chest when fully grown. Calves? Oh, they're called calves! I didn't know baby tapirs are called calves. That's adorable. Calves, meanwhile, are tan with white spots and stripes. Their coloration provides them with camouflage in the dappled light of the woodland where they live. Okay, that sounds amazing. What is their temperature range? Like 61 degrees to 108 degrees. It gets really cold here, so I would worry about having tapir like during the winter. Unless we built them like an indoor exhibit. But we could also have warthogs, which would be kind of funny. Because Chips and I have this joke that every zoo you ever go to has a Red River hog, that it's like BOGO on the Red River hog, buy one, get one. So if you're gonna have a zoo, then you end up with a Red River hog because everybody has them. They do very well in captivity, actually. And you know what? It's important to learn about cool Red River hogs. We already have grizzly bear, we already have moose, we already have a North American beavers. I don't have any Nalia or an OKAPI, and I do love OKAPI. I mean, OKAPI are probably the closest I'm going to get to having a giraffe here, to be honest, with pronghorn actually being the second closest relative of the giraffe, OKAPI, pronghorn. Maybe I will get an OKAPI. There's the red ruffed lemur, the ring-tailed lemur, and as you can tell, there's the Himalayan black bear that shows up right now, like every now and again. Hasn't been around. Natasha's expecting offspring. Oh, that's exciting. But the Himalayan black bear actually hasn't been around for quite a while. So I miss Sahula Sand Safari, and I miss being able to play with all of our giraffes. So doink! We're gonna actually get them a copy! Which really is exceptionally ridiculous, to be honest. We probably didn't need to get some OKAPI, but you know what? It's the last animal we need. I think it's okay if I have something, OKAPI, there we go, If I have something that's just going to be special for me, friends, they actually prefer 46 to 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, and Pumpkin the Moose is about to mate. Excellent. So I think we'll make them like a cute little secret forest over here, like a little OKAPI secret forest, where people can come and see the very, very shy OKAPI. And we will try to make it... I wonder if we can make it like half indoor, half outdoor. With outdoor just kind of being normal, but the indoor being sort of like a tropical greenhouse. That would be really cool. I actually really love that idea. And it sounds like a beautiful and fun way to finish off having had such an amazing time building this scenario challenge. So let's go ahead. I think we'll do maybe concrete at the back, thick glass. We could do thick glass. I think concrete in some parts wouldn't be bad. Or red brick. But then again, I want people to be able to see the OKAPI. Do they need a lot of resistance? I don't think they need a lot of resistance. Yeah, grade 2. So we'll do a mix of the wood. And we'll do a mix of, like, thick glass, maybe. Alright. So, if we're... Whoops. Let's go ahead and we're gonna make a little OKAPI place! Oh, this makes me so excited! We'll make a backdrop for their habitat over here. So they'll have like an outdoor area over yonder. And then over here, we'll come and replace some of this in a little bit. But over here, I'll try to kind of make a mimic of... I'll try to make a little bit of a mimic of like a giant greenhouse. Because I think that would be really cool. So here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make like the roof or the ceiling work, but I think it would be kind of fun if we had like a gigantic tropical greenhouse. Will people be able to get down? There's a like fancy bridge. I want people to be able to see it. So we'll come this way. Is this kind of what, like kind of, here, we're gonna make it a little nice and tidier if we're gonna do this. So let's make these longer and then back up a couple. All right, let's try this. So if we're gonna have a nice fun tropical greenhouse that people can kind of see, we'll have to make it like one-sided glass or else the OKAPI will get really upset. They're very shy. But we can have this like so. And I need to set this as not part of the barricade, which is, haha, see? That is an option you could do. And then connect it there. But we will remove this one, I think. Like so. And then we'll come over. We'll change, whoops. Then we'll come over and I will change this. Like so. And then we'll make it so people can come over and see the OKAPI from right here. So we'll have them walk up here. Hopefully that'll be really nice for the OKAPI. And then inside this area, we'll make kind of like a tropical greenhouse zone. Let's move some of these trees out of the area. I have no idea how I'm going to try to do some sort of fancy-pantsy roof, but I will go the distance for our giraffe's cousins. I will make it happen. All right. Meanwhile, let's edit this barrier now, and then we'll put the OKAPI in just a second. So, whoops. Oh, cool! I've never used that feature before, and it was a lot more awesome than I was expecting. And then I want to add in like some tropical trees and things, so we'll make this really big. You know, I bet this would be a lot easier to do if it was a square. It just occurred to me. Because now I'm like, wait a second. Hold up, Seri. It'd be a lot easier to go ahead and put down these roof tiles and maybe like a big giant roof piece. If you didn't have the fact that like you made a circle that's not going to perfectly match with anything. Like, look, we have the glass roof pieces. We do. We have the modern pieces. We do. If I hadn't been such a goose. Oh my gosh. Okay, actually, that would make life so much easier. Give me 1 second. What the ever-loving heck? I did it, you guys! I did it! I actually worked with a freaking roof for the first time! It's not perfect, so don't look too closely, but don't worry, we'll fill in those little hiccups with a few beautiful plants, because plant tape fixes everything. And at least I have finally begun to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do to try to make these really cool-looking exhibits. I am so tickled! I am so tickled! I absolutely did not expect that today would be the day that I finally start figuring out how to kind of like wiggle those things around, how to make the roofing look really nice. I am exceptionally pleased right now. And that means that we're actually ready for our okapi. I have now made, oh, wait a second. Okay, hang on. I think I have made a little bit of a hiccup. I just put down a barrier. What the heck? All right, I should have a wooden barrier right there, which means, ta-da! This is now going to be the okapi. Let's call this the okapi greenhouse, because it just looks amazing. I am so tickled. All right, so let's carry on with Natasha, our timber wolf, getting ready to have some puppies, and let's get our okapi in here. The sooner we add them in, the sooner we will be able to finally complete this challenge, and what a way to do it with some of my most favorite animals in the entire zoo who do need a bath. I'm so excited. I'm just like, look, just beat your way through the forest. You don't need a path to get in there. Oh my word. All right. No, our staff absolutely needs a path in order to be able to wiggle their way through. So let's go ahead and make a little path through the forest. Dun, 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 dun. Whoops. Dun, 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 dun. And our zookeepers will be able to go ahead and let's get rid of those. Take good care of our okapi by this path. It's a little bit of a roundabout, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. And we'll get these two added in like so. Ooh, and the beavers are having offspring again. Oh, that's so exciting. All right, and I need to fix a little bit more of the barrier because I made everything look so nice that we're going to try to continue to make it look so nice. Gosh darn it. I learned a new skill today, and that actually is exceptionally satisfying. That's one of the reasons I love Planet Zoo, because it is such an intricate and very complicated game. It's quite the experience, and you actually do have to keep pushing yourself to try to learn new things and try to make, like, what on earth is this tree doing wiggling around? But you do have to keep pushing yourself, yes, 12 different habitat species, to continue to learn new things and to continue to try to make things look nice. And I mean, it's been what, almost, is it been almost 2 years? It's been almost 2 years, but I still feel like I am constantly learning brand new, surprising things. And let's do one-way glass this way. But I feel like I'm still learning like brand new, shocking and surprising aspects of what it takes in order to go ahead. And let's do one-way glass here, to make these zoos look amazing and to really make them into something special. And then we'll go ahead and do one-way glass here. Darn it, I was hoping we could keep these big pillars, but maybe not. All right, we'll do one-way glass right here. I really wanted that pillar. It looked really good right there, but that's fine. I'll just stick a plant there. All right, so people should be able to see the okapi from a few angles there. And then let's come in and make a nicer path that people can hopefully see them by as well. A larger path? I probably need to move these picnic tables, which is a pity because, gosh, like, guests are so fussy about picnic tables. But you know what? They haven't been using these ones. And I hate to do it, but maybe this will be worth it. The okapi are coming! Yes! All right. Hopefully I can make this nice for them. Give me just a second here. I want the guests to come over and to view the okapi. Prairie dogs are coming in. That's wonderful. Let's see. Curbs, slopes, snap along barrier. Will that help me out here? Okay, that's not really helping me out here. But maybe this will be okay. Okay, here. We'll try this. There we go. All right, no. Keep going. Almost, almost. Don't you dare. Yes! And now, people can come and look at our okapi. Right there. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, there we go, guys. Now let's just make sure that the okapi are able to go ahead and have some clean water. If I put the water down in this corner, they totally can. So, let's see. Oh, and then we need to make sure a keeper can come in here to feed them. All right, like I said, it's a very complex experience to go ahead and do your best with Cougar Corridor. There we are. To go ahead and do your best to add in like all of these different animals and to take care of all the cool features, but it's totally worth it because you feel like you're constantly learning new skills. And then when you do manage to accomplish some things, you feel amazing. You feel like you were like super talented. And I like that a lot more than just like a mindless experience, to be honest. All right, then let's come in. And we're gonna try to make our okapi as happy as possible. Oh, and celebrate with the last animal who's actually going to be making up our fantastic wildlife park here. All right, let's go ahead and add in a bunch of water. Phew, okay, I was a little worried for a second. Everything went kind of quiet and I was like, did we just make a big mistake? But it seems like we're all right. All right, let's see what we can do to make these okapi a bit happier. They need some enrichment and their habitat needs to change somewhat. So let's put in some enrichment items for them right away. Okapi, okapi, na 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 na. I don't know if anybody in the entire... Oh, swimming! That's so cool! I didn't know okapi swim, actually. All right, what do we have for them? We have a scratching a pine tree, which sounds perfect. Tamarind tree, we will probably go ahead and we'll put a tamarind tree in here that they can scratch on. And we'll also sneak in, I'll do a mossy rock, I think. A big mossy rock in the middle that will actually keep this area quite a bit warmer. So that the okapi, we'll keep it up in like the 80s. And what is the range we're going to put on it? I actually can't see the range on this. Huh. Well, we'll start with range of 9, and we'll kind of work from there as time goes on. And we'll bury that under a rock. Let's see. Actually, these African foliage ones will be fine here, because okapi are indeed from Africa, and this is a greenhouse! It's a greenhouse with a giant hole in the wall. But don't worry about that. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Alright, what other things can we add in for our okapi to keep them happy? It looks like literally the only other thing we know about are sprinklers. So let's put the sprinkler inside the greenhouse because we can pretend the sprinklers are like watering the plants that we're going to add in here. And then let's celebrate with our fantastic okapi. We'll give them a nice place to lay down. So maybe they'll come over and lay where the guest can see them. Let's see, we'll put their bedding spots over here. And then another little cluster back here. And then let's celebrate being able to like really make this an amazing zoo by adding in some of the plants they like. They like tropical African plants, which means that I get to have fun with some plants that you don't see in the Blue Ridge Mountains. All right, continent, Africa. And theme, is it theme? Biome, there we go. Tropical. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna have some fun. Dynamic mossy rocks, sure. Maybe not quite so big so that the poor okapi can still have like some room to roam. And let's do this. Let's do align to surface, yes. Nice. There we go. And you know what we need? We need some music over here so that like it's not quite so quiet. So maybe we'll put in some music in just a little bit that will sound a little different so that people will be inspired to come over and they're like, okapi? Why, I don't know if I've ever seen an okapi before. Especially not in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Totally not where they're native to, so you wouldn't. Alright, and let's do some plants. And also some terrain. So what kind of terrain do they like? Do they like the tall grass? Because I will leave the tall grass if that's what they prefer. Let's see. They want a lot more plants to help them hide. And for terrain, they actually don't want that much tall grass. They really want to have a lot more of the soil. So let's fix that up in their little greenhouse. All right, we're making it happen, okapi. We're making it happen. And then we'll put some more soil outside. Yeah, they actually don't like to have long grass. They sure as heck are gonna get a whole bunch of ferns though. That's happening. Alright. Is that better for the long grass? Maybe. I think if I find a couple more patches to go ahead. Alright. Now I have not enough short grass. There! Alright. So that made them happy. I can add in a little bit more short grass, which will make me happy. And then we'll put in some plants! Yay! Also, is it just me or has it been like a really dark day this whole time? Oh, look at the coconut palms! Oh, I'm so glad I made the roof big enough that we can really try to get into the greenhouse and just put down a ton of fun plants. Alright, let's get in here. Oh, little custard apple trees! Oh, but I want something like banana plums! Yeah! Something a little bit more exotic. The custard apples make such a great filler bush though. Can't turn that down. They're just amazing. They're adorable. See? Look at how good these custard apples could look. Just tucked right up back here. Get some of these nice bushes. Ooh, an elephant ear? Yeah, give me that elephant ear. Just have that, like, pop out of the woodwork. Excellent, excellent. We'll get you right on the ground there, my dear. Ooh, kapok tree. Okay, those are going to be a little bit big for this. But what about, oh, a giant rutabaga plant? Oh, yes. Come to me, my greenery. Okay, we might have to go back to Sahula Sand Safari really soon, because, or Zudesia Zoo even, because I am missing, look at how big these guys are. I am missing just being able to drench ourselves in the big leafy awesomeness of these plants. All right, mangrove tree, mangrove apple tree. Ooh, sausage trees, yes. Those are fun exotic plants. Get a couple sausage trees in here. And then we've got a bunch of, oh, these bushes, yes. Oh, they're so pretty. They look like my umbrella plant, these things. See, we can just like put a gigantic bush down to cover up. There we go. The sprinkler. Hopefully they'll still play with them. And then we can add in a couple more bushes. There's staghorn ferns. I could let staghorn ferns grow up the walls and across the trees. All right, we're gonna have a really good time with those two. They're sideways, so I'm gonna need to go ahead. There, come on. All right, gonna have to mess with the staghorns a little bit because they're going cattywampus and sideways. But this will be delightful. So maybe what we'll do while we wait for the guests to actually start getting a little bit more education, because that is going to be the last thing left that we really need to wait on. Oh, look how pretty the tamarind trees are. Maybe while we wait for the guests to go ahead and get their educations, we'll come in and we'll just keep adding in more plants and having a grand time being able to play in the greenery. Weeping willows, really? And water banana plants? Gosh, and that doesn't even come near like a whole bunch of the other ferns and stuff I want to add in. Oh, tree ferns! Yes, I love the tree ferns. They're one of my favorite plants of all time. Yay! All right. That's so cool. Look at our little greenhouse, you guys. I've got to make it greener. I really do. And then we need to like attract people. Oh, you people throwing your trash on the ground. We will attract some people over to admire our wonderful, wonderful greenhouse. And we'll try to make sure that not too much of it, oh dear. Oh dear. All right. That not too much of it pokes outside of the actual greenhouse itself. And then it's just going to be educating the guests more so that we can complete the very last of what we have of our challenge. Oh, right around the corner. But all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for our lovely OKAPI. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.